all the major preps are already put to bed, East, West Coast, Midwest. We have to look towards the pre-entries, but a lot of these trainers are already coming out with their decisions. Like, for example, Rail Trip. He's being forced to miss the Classic because of a bruised foot. Ellis saying that he's not sure when he'll come back to racing, so that's something that we'll keep an eye on. Team Valor opting to keep Gitano Hernando not going to the Breeders' Cup. They're instead going to turn their attention to the $10 million that will be offered up in Maidan's World Cup, the Dubai World Cup, at the end of March. And finally, Macho again, he's not going to be heading towards the Classic. He came up with a cough, which meant that he would have to miss a work, so they just did not want to miss the training going up to such a big race like the Classic. And lastly, just finding this out, we just learned that Jeff Mullen says that Battle of Hastings and Carlsbad will not be supplemented to the Breeders' Cup. So with those horses saying they will not come, there's a horse that might be coming now to the Breeders' Cup for the sprint, and that is Kodiak Cowboy. When the entries came out for this weekend's DeFrancis Dash at Laurel Park, he was not part of the entrance. He's coming off of a win in the Grade 1 Vosburg, beating Fabulous Strike. He also not going towards the DeFrancis Dash, but I did get a text message from Scott Blossy earlier today saying that they are strongly considering running this horse in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, so we could be adding a new name to the mix in which we thought that perhaps he was going to run on the conventional dirt at Laurel Park. And as far as kicking off the 411, Josie Carroll, trainer of Careless Jewel, typically she likes to bring her gray filly in about 2 days prior to the race, but the travel arrangements from Toronto out to Southern California just did not allow for that this year.
It was a 12-hour van ride and then a 4.5-hour flight, so she was pretty tired when she got here. Now that we're out here, I think it's going to be fine. She's settled in well. It'll give her a chance to see everything and settle in, so I think it'll be just fine. She is used to a synthetic track. I know it's a different brand of synthetic, so, you know, really we'll see her breeze. We'll see how she gets across it, but, you know, I think it's to our advantage that we have trained every day on a poly track.